best pro wrestling podcast. Leatherman! Well, I guess that makes it a handicap match. Yes! I can be a superhero. Sigma! My botch. Listen up, wrestling fans.
That's right. Listen up. This is the best pro wrestling podcast. My name is Tommy Stryker. Joining me as usual is Joe.
What up?
And Taco.
What up?
Joe, welcome back into the studio after a long vacation, a trip out to the East Coast. Out to Maine, I guess is where you went.
Yes, I did. I swam in the ocean.
Nice. You had some
fucking cold
stops in New Jersey and stuff along the way, or on the way back anyway, I noticed.
Hit up the quick stop from Clerks.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
so jealous
awesome.
of the quick stop.
What's even better is when I stopped there, I went inside, it's normal and everything. They don't have the sign.
Oh, no.
The shoplifting sign up. But RST Video is obviously gone. There's no video stores anymore.
Sure.
But if you look in there, there's still like VHS just sitting there on the shelf
Really?
and stuff like that. Like, I'm just like, oh, if there's a copy of Navy SEALs in there, I want it so bad.
You know the Navy SEALs is gone.
Yeah.
That's not even possible.
Nah, I want that one movie that was in that with that one guy that was in the other movie last year.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's right. Oh shit! Well, nothing's working now. Come on! What the fuck?
Come on, this is Bush League.
We're gonna start this whole thing over here. Okay, there we go.
I ain't repeating myself.
That's right. No, we won't go that far. I'm just saying I had to start my machine over here, so we're fine.
Absolutely right.
We're fine
We're
now. We'll be all right. So let's jump right into the. Well, before we get to the news, I wanted to let the Strong Honor fans. We did not record a Strong Honor today between the three of us, but I will be doing one on my own either tomorrow or the next day. So look for that on the next couple of days on either on my Twitter or wherever. It'll be
We'll
dropping.
retweet it out.
It'll get retweeted, and it'll be on bestprowrestlingpodcast.com, stronghonor.com, which is just a link to bestprowrestlingpodcast.com. But there is that exclusive Strong Honor feed that you can find, not on iTunes yet. We're getting there, but you can just go to the website and click on the player for Strong Honor, and if you click the subscribe button that will get you to the exclusive feed for Strong Honor. So that out of the way, let's get to the rest of the news, shall we?
Pro wrestling news. We have quite a bit of news for you. News.
Again, if you're newer to the show, we're just fans. We're trying to keep it positive. But yeah, the news, kind of sad to start off with Lance Russell passing away at the age of 91. He lived a long, full life, but a legendary pro wrestling announcer in the business. I personally don't have a ton of... I didn't see a lot of Memphis wrestling, of course.
No.
So, and I'm sure it's the same
I've
case
got a
for you
DVD,
guys.
so I've seen a little bit, but it's an older DVD.
Sure.
Out of my generation, so it doesn't stick as much, but seeing all the pictures and like how many people like retweeted just a picture of this guy, like it was insane.
Yeah. Like I said, a legendary announcer, kind of a pioneer in the business a bit, just kind of known for being the host of a popular wrestling program and being very good at it.
Sure.
So there's that.
Mad respect.
The Evolve Floslam situation. I think we might have talked about this, Taco, you and I, a little bit last week, but it's kind of blown up a little bit. And I just had a few thoughts on the thing. This, of course, Floslam is suing Evolve because they're saying that Evolve basically gave them inflated figures of what their pay-per-view numbers were going to be like. And Floslam being disappointed in their subscriber counts for their subscription over-the-top service for these independent wrestling pay-per-views. And Evolve and WWN is more the parent company of the thing, with several other independent groups kind of being part of that WWN network going to the Floslam thing. Floslam basically had big expectations for the whole WWN thing. It didn't happen. Floslam is suing now. There was the other...
a lot of money involved there. there.
Right. Well, that Floslam had this big amounts of money that was available from investors or whoever to get the thing going, and they just had a bad plan right off the bat, and that's kind of what I wanted to get to here. But I'll get to my thoughts on that in a second, because there was the other side of this too, where this Gabe Sapolsky email got leaked. He's the head booker for Evolve and basically all the kind of the head guy for all the WWN stuff. And basically, the biggest news coming out of that email was him talking to the wrestlers and everybody about what to do and not do that coming weekend for the couple of Evolve shows. But the biggest news kind of coming out of it is him talking about a transitional period and kind of hinting at the idea that we're probably going to be moving to be more associated with WWE and probably less, not coming out directly and saying that in the email, but definitely hinting at that, saying, let's do things in a more WWE style. Let's not do pile drivers and neck bumps and stuff on the apron. Now, since the email got leaked, the shows over the last weekend were full of guys doing crazy pile drivers and neck bumps and stuff on the apron and looking into the hard cam and
can't do.
Right, calling it pro wrestling, whatever. And I think that was directly to counteract the email getting leaked. But there's just this idea that Evolve might be getting more involved with WWE was interesting. But now WWE, they always like to control the story. You don't let people know when you've signed with WWE, we do. So now I think that email getting leaked out really threatens the idea of Evolve going to the WWE network or anything like that anytime soon. I mean, look at the Adam Cole thing. That took how many months? So it could be another year before Evolve, if ever, gets involved with WWE. But what I wanted to get back to was this Floslam thing. Okay, so just purely as a fan, when the Floslam thing came out, I'm like, okay, this is a decent idea, but you gotta get the big time player involved. You gotta get New Japan. You have to get Ring of Honor, at least one of those two. But the thing is when they started this, there was really no way that was going to happen, because New Japan had already started New Japan World, and it was already doing well for what it was.
Right.
And I don't think Floslam would have had, even if they had gotten him, I don't know if it would have had as big of an impact as far as getting new subscribers for New Japan. Maybe it would have, but I mean, the amount of money that they would have had to throw at New Japan, there might have not been enough. Who knows? And again, Ring of Honor, I've talked about how I've definitely had thoughts more recently that Ring of Honor could probably go to a monthly subscription type service, but I think they do well enough on their actual pay-per-views. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they would do better with a cheaper monthly subscription service.
Obviously with these pay-per-views too, ending up in the same spots and the same location. So, obviously they're getting good rates on renting out these spots or in good cahoots with certain people too. So I think they're just able, to sustain and grow still.
Right. That's the thing. Ring of Honor has definitely been smarter about their business. They're putting themselves in positions where they can make money in their limited situations. They can only shoot TV at certain times. It doesn't always jive with when the pay-per-view happens live. It's very difficult and expensive for them to go live, which is why they haven't done as much. But they will be doing this upcoming Global Wars tour. Two of those, and we're kind of getting into a little strong honor stuff here, but two of those Global Wars house show tours are going to be live on their iPay-per-view on their website, I believe, and free for ringside members when you subscribe for the ringside member service. And the Chicago show, the one that I'm going to, is going to be a full-fledged iPay-per-view for $20.
Awesome.
So not sure if that's going to be on Fight TV. That's usually how I watch my Ring of Honor pay-per-views, but look for it there. I'm going to be looking at it in Chicago.
Right. Yeah. Awesome.
But anyway, getting back to the Floslam thing, I kind of think it was doomed from the beginning, not having a big partner like New Japan or Ring of Honor going in, and they thought they might have had a big partner in Evolve. And don't get me wrong, before the Floslam thing, I was kind of into some Evolve stuff. I liked the shows of them that I saw, and they've got guys there now like Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, who I'm definitely interested in seeing more of. But the Floslam thing just really turned me off. The price point, the monthly.
Yeah, wasn't the Evolve pay-per-views like $10, and automatically you're going to $25 a month?
Exactly. They were like 10 or 15 when they were back on Fight TV, and I'm not sure what they were on because they had their own thing on their own WWN live website too, and I'm not sure what they were there because I always watched them on the Fight TV app. But yeah, Floslam it started at $20 a month, and more recently, I think after WrestleMania, like I think everybody that tried Floslam did it WrestleMania week, like I did, because you could watch Evolve and Joey Janela's Spring Break and Kaiju Big Battle and all this cool shit. But then I think everybody canceled it right after WrestleMania and was like, whatever. So I think that was kind of the Floslam thing. It was a failed experiment, I think, and so they're kind of going down the tube. I'm looking forward to being able to check out maybe Evolve on a more pay-per-view type basis for a discounted rate. So
definitely.
We'll see how it goes. Did we talk about the Young Bucks cease and desist situation last week at all, Taco? Because it was kind of out by the time we recorded last week, but I don't think we talked about it a lot.
No.
It was on being the Elite, the Young Bucks, and again, more Strong Hunter stuff here. But it's the news. I wanted to
newsworthy. We talk about the best.
Exactly. But yeah, the Young Bucks did the kind of, quote, invasion of Monday Night Raw, kind of spoofing the WCW invasion that DX did back in the day. Cody's doing the Independence Day speech on the top of the limo.
Young Bucks are yelling to release their friends.
Yeah.
So
Finn Balor, Anderson, and Gallows. Get out of here. So anyway, WWE sends them a cease and desist. This time for real. They can't use the Too Sweet thing anymore. Got to take down all their Too Sweet merch, stuff like that.
They just can't use the image of the wolf pack or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right, the hand signal. Technically, the Young Bucks could probably win a court battle, but it's a very expensive court battle going to court with WWE.
Oh, their new shirt is brilliant. Did you see it?
Yeah, the cease and desist shirt with the
censor above the Too Sweet symbol, and cease and desist is all censored too. Fucking make your money, guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is the Young Bucks with all these cease and desists and stuff coming down from WWE. It gives them more attention, and they're smart enough to capitalize on it with a cease and desist T-shirt. And I think they're smart enough that they can come up with something on their own, even more original or better, and certainly more funny.
Well, they can still Too Sweet each other. It's just you can't have it on your shorts.
And I don't even think that they can Too Sweet each other.
I even saw a GIF where they, I think just an independent show, they were doing the double sharpshooter thing, and Matt or Nick, one of them goes for it, and the other one's like, no.
I think they're just playing on that. I think the actual the cease and desist is just like the image of it on their merchandise. Like,
sure.
You can't stop someone from Too Sweeting and sucking each other, but doing the sucking thing, in the middle of the ring, you just
kind of
can't.
Like Matt Hardy just continuing to do the delete
yell
and symbol
no
in
way
the
you
ring.
Can lawsuit that.
Sure.
Copyright that.
Other news, some NXT news here. The minor NXT news: Shayna Baszler, her signing was just made official by WWE. We all kind of expected that. But then kind of a spoiler alert here if you're really trying to avoid spoilers. But it's kind of all over Twitter. And we were just talking about it before the show. And we decided to go. We usually don't go with spoilers here, but we decided to go with it just because it feels like it's going to be one of those things that blowed up. But go ahead.
Well, Triple H even retweeted it, so it's official. But they're bringing in War Games for NXT TakeOver in November.
That is
awesome.
It's going to be so cool.
I'm just going to point this out because I thought I had read this. I'd never confirmed it. Will Ospreay has also been hit with a cease and desist from WWE.
Oh, yes.
He can no longer use Pause, War, or Kitty style.
That's very funny. Hold on. We got to get the laugh. Anyway, War Games. I like it because it's the same weekend as Survivor Series. War Games and Survivor Series kind of felt like they were tied together.
Everyone always wanted the War Games to happen at Survivor Series. So cool.
Am I remembering that War Games was the 3-ring deal?
It's 2 rings with a cage over both of them.
Okay.
So
then what was the World War? Never mind. I got there.
Well, then they had the triple cage thing too. Where
we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to go into that.
Maybe you guys can tell me a little bit about War Games, though, because I'm obviously not a fucking WCW guy, so what the fuck are War Games?
Well, it's even hard for me to remember. It's been so goddamn long since I watched one.
I'd have to go back
fucking
and watch
called you guys out. I'm sorry.
The WWE Network's got the collections on there.
I'm going to check it out.
But no, it's definitely two teams. And I believe it's some sort of elimination style, so very similar to a Survivor Series where you have two teams of different 4 or 5 people.
Jeez, I wonder what the
team.
2 teams are going to be.
So, stay tuned to your NXT. We won't go into the spoiler for that. So we'll get into more NXT later on the show. Raw and SmackDown. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about our predictions for Hell in a Cell this weekend.
That's this fucking weekend.
That is this weekend on Sunday.
Should have looked at the whiteboard.
Yep. The King of Pro Wrestling is on Monday for New Japan, so check out Strong Honor dropping later this week. I'll preview, give maybe some predictions for King of Pro Wrestling when we'll talk a little more Ring of Honor TV on there. But I want to start this week a little bit different than what we usually do. We usually do sometimes.
Whoa, man!
Sometimes
throwing a curveball.
Sometimes we don't even get to Lucha Underground, and I believe this match, this particular episode of Lucha Underground, has been undercovered in the world of pro wrestling. I'm talking about episode 1 of Ultima Lucha Tres. This aired a week. We're always about a week behind on Lucha Underground on this show, and I feel like this was really undercovered in the wrestling podcast world. Maybe I'm just listening to the wrong podcast.
And I heard nothing about this.
But this match was insane. So let's change the subject and get right into it.
Change the subject.
This is my favorite part.
And it's funny, I always feel the need to point out that I didn't do that, and I'm not a racist. That was actually this was the actual band on Lucha Underground.
Man, I've been looking up these bands they have before Lucha Underground. Yeah. They're rad, man.
Slapback,
Metalachi, dude.
Yeah,
I
believe that. I think that was Metalachi on that one. I don't remember. That was from the first episode of like the second half of the 3rd season premiere or whatever. So if that made the mid-season premiere, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. Never mind.
Yeah, because it matters.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Ultima Lucha Tres, Part 1.
What a banger.
Yeah, the main we got to start with the main event was the Hell of War match between Killshot and Dante Fox, aka AR Fox. Killshot, Shane Strickland, if you're at all familiar with his indie work. I've seen some of Shane Strickland's stuff, not a ton, but I've seen him here and there, and of course seen a lot more of his Killshot stuff watching the Lucha Underground. Going into this match, I was kind of confused, honestly, on so who's the good guy? Who were we rooting for here? Dante Fox kind of showed up, and the storyline was they were, old
army
buddies basically, and Dante Fox got left behind, but Killshot, he's like, I wanted to go back and get him, but I couldn't go back and get him. So that was kind of the story.
Fox got tortured and fucking long time.
Right. So Dante Fox kind of comes back to get some revenge on Killshot, but Killshot was definitely a babyface going into this story. But, you had reason to believe both guys had a good gripe here. But so this was just the two of them going to war. And my God, what a war. Wow. Again, it's hard to put star ratings on something like this because, people criticize hardcore matches or whatever. It doesn't matter whatever the star rating is, 4 stars, 4.5, 5 stars. Taco, you said it can't be 5 stars because it wasn't. It wasn't
in the Tokyo Dome,
right? So that comes into play here, of course. But no, this is must see in my opinion. And it's, I mean, if you have
if you're feeling sluggish,
right? Yeah, you might be. Now, goddamn it, I have to go find that thing.
Right? Because we haven't got to use it in a while.
And the thing is, nobody's going to know what it is.
If you're squeamish is basically what you're trying to say.
That's what I was trying to get. If you're squeamish, this is maybe not the match for you.
It is definitely not the match for you.
And fans have been fans and wrestling media have got into this habit, especially like in the early to mid 2000s, kind of after ECW kind of became passé about the hardcore wrestling and how it was just can we just not do hardcore for a while? And we haven't seen a match anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen a match like this
on like network TV like that. Fuck
no, definitely not on TV.
No,
so it was just insane. Just I think the fact that we haven't seen anything this hardcore in a long time also makes it special. It's also kind of made special too because Lucha Underground is kind of known for going crazy, but they haven't never gone this crazy. No. By the end of this match, the crowd was silent.
Like, they were stunned, like straight up stunned.
Some of the shit you saw though were just like straight up shit you'd see on like backyard wrestling DVDs or fucking bootlegs, but done right.
Exactly. That was my point. Is like, yeah, the backyard wrestling was all about we're just gonna break a bunch of shit, make a mess, and it's just gonna be a shit show. And that was kind of shit show yard or hardcore wrestling.
That was a good chunk of ECW too.
Exactly. Yeah. And well, they were the ones that kind of spawned that backyard era. But this definitely was not that though. This was a great athletic display, but also just brutally hardcore. So it was a perfect balance between that, these two showcasing their pro wrestling ability, and just telling a great hardcore story.
I just thought their whole overall story. This was just a good, conclusion to it all overall. Just because when Dante Fox first came in, it was like, oh, okay, the Army buddies going to be fighting each other. Fucking Lucha Underground is going to be neat, but it just progressed on and on. You got to see like Dante Fox being tortured and fucking brutalized for so fucking long, where you're just like, fuck, I see why he snapped a little bit, like just really crazy. And then you get to this fucking match and they're fucking practically, we have Vampiro screaming like, I think someone's going to die. Like he's dead silent at some point, where it wrapped up that story so sweetly, especially that, the point in the middle of the match where I forget the move, but Dante Fox just kicked up after the first pinfall. And, it just, to me, it was kind of like, in some cases you might look at that, be like, you guys have been beating each other this long, and you're kicking out of one pinfall. But at the same time, you think about their past in the story too of him, being tortured. So it's like, yeah, he fucking knows how to deal with this shit. This ain't nothing right now. So it's just, I thought it was just a fascinating way. Just looking at the beginning and the end of their story was just awesome.
So it was a 2 out of 3 falls match. The first fall, the objective of the first fall was to draw blood on your opponent. The second fall was no disqualification.
This match, anything goes!
But truthfully, that pretty much counted for the first fall as well.
Well, and they went a long time on that first fall.
And I love that. I love when your first fall in a 2 out of 3 fall match goes the typical amount of time that a one fall match would go. So I really like that touch. The third fall, should it get there, and it definitely got there, became an ambulance match. I forget what they called it, but
medical evacuation.
Right, throw them into the medical evac
ejaculation.
Somebody might have been ejaculating at this match. It was that insane.
I hope not.
So in the first fall, a ladder and a chair gets involved anyway, because like I said, it's not no DQ the first fall, but it was no DQ the first fall. Dante Fox did like that crazy climb the post flip
just ran at it like steps.
Yeah, and hit Killshot, who was laying on the ladder that was bridged between the ring and the fucking the guardrail. They did the leaping leg drop from the guardrail to the apron, and he was sandwiched between 2 chairs. Then he sets up the Dante Fox sets up glass between 2 chairs, a pane of glass that was described as, that glass is in the back there in case somebody breaks the glass on Dario's window, which has happened multiple times in the show. So I like that they had an explanation for having a giant pane of glass in the back. So he brings out the pane of glass. He has the referee help him set it up between 2 chairs. They do this on the floor, by the way. So then they start
threatens the referee to help him.
Right. Help me or I'm gonna make you bloody. So the referee helps. The crowd chants, "Thank you, referee." Then they start battling on the apron, and everybody's like, oh shit, what's going to happen? They don't end up going... I love that they didn't go through the glass there. They keep fighting. They fight some more. They end up back in the ring. Then the glass gets brought back into the ring. They set it up in the ring. Referee helps again. Thank you, referee. And the first fall is Killshot getting put through the glass by Dante Fox. Yeah. Drawing blood by getting put through the goddamn glass. So and
we thought that was brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal. And then it got worse. Second fall, no disqualification. The Killshot gets a barbed wire board and sets it up in the ring. Well, this before that, Dante Fox flips off the top rope onto a chair for a near fall. I don't even know what the fuck the move was. It was insane. He throws
chair was like upside down.
Right. Well, the upside down chair actually never got involved.
Oh,
which was interesting. Yeah, he set up a chair upside down, but it never got involved. But he did set one upright that he flipped Killshot onto off the top rope right away. Then set him up on a ladder that was bridged across the bottom rope on the other side. Did the 450 splash onto him, and I think that might have been the one count.
That might have been the one count. Yeah.
So, but yeah, then it was Killshot getting the barbed wire board, setting up in the ring, and then he power bombs Fox through it and wins the second fall. Not by just going through the board. He hits him with the Storm Cradle Driver, which is kind of like a one-winged angel almost. But just
onto the glass shards too. By the way,
they didn't clean up the glass shards after the first fall. There's glass all over the ring.
Work.
I mean, like that. The striker was even pointing out, like, can we at least get them to sweep out the glass? We got all three men are fucking hurting themselves. We got the two fighters and the ref.
Right. Yeah, the ref having to make counts in the ring with it, with glass all over the place. So it was just insane. And like later in the match, during the third fall, they've been battling outside of the ring for 5-10 minutes, and these guys are hitting each other, and glass is like still like flying out of their forearms.
It's rustling glitter.
Yes. The third fall, they do like the fireman's carry off the top rope onto the gurney. There was for the third fall, they bring out a gurney, and it's an ambulance match. But it's not enough that it's an ambulance match. Dario sets up this pane of glass set up bridged on chairs on top of tables, if you can picture whatever that is. And this
mountain of hell.
This mountain of hell is set up between the ambulance and the ringside area. So you have to kind of go through hell to get to the ambulance. So they do the fireman's carry onto the gurney off the top. There's like a chunk of Dante Fox's flesh and blood.
He got flipped to the outside onto the gurney.
Yeah. They did that crazy flip.
That's
or
where
whatever.
His fucking flesh just was like, fuck your body.
Legitimate chunk of his back.
Yeah, and then later Killshot hits the double stomp onto the gurney. This time he's strapped into the gurney. By the way, he gets him unstrapped to the gurney. They battle up to the top of where the band plays. The band plays up like on the roof of this of the entrance area, and that is over where this pane of glass and these tables are, and the ambulance. So they battle and they fight up there. Dante Fox gets the advantage, but Killshot grabs an empty beer bottle and smashes it over Dante Fox's head.
I think that was like my favorite part because of like the camera scene. It's like there's this like convenient camera on the bottle, and you see his hand sliding in.
Yeah, it was very WWE. Hey, how did the camera get here? One of those moments. But yeah, it was kind of fun. Hits him with the bottle. Dante Fox gets staggered and falls off of the platform through the glass and the tables, and he's dead. The crowd is
silent.
The crowd erupts first, but then he's just laying there forever because it takes Killshot a while to get back down the stairs to go get him.
Vampiro's even showing compassion for this guy.
Right, and then the crowd is silent as Killshot crawls through the chaos, picks him up over his shoulder, and puts him in the ambulance to get the win of this insane Hell of War match. Like I said, not enough people were talking about this. An amazing match, a spectacle. Just
physical spectacle.
Yeah, yeah. These two went crazy. And if AR Fox or Shane Strickland are coming to your town, go out there, buy their T-shirt.
I feel like I need to buy some shit from these guys.
Just hand them money. Just give them money.
Shut up and take my money.
Yes. What an amazing performance by those two. Not even really worth mentioning, but also on Lucha Underground, Famous B won a handicap match to win Tejano's contract. So he's part of Famous B's little faction, I guess, now with him and Dr. Wagner Jr. and Brenda. So that was the first episode of Ultima Lucha Tres. This week it's going to be Marty the Moth versus Phoenix in a hair versus mask match. So that should be fun. But yeah.
I think they got Sexy Star and Taya too.
I'm not sure if that's this week or when, because
I'm not sure that matters.
So I just hope Taya wins.
Yeah, that's very much. Go Taya.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on. Let's get into some Monday Night Raw.
Change the subject. Monday Night Raw.
I think we got to start with the biggest part of Monday Night Raw, the Roman Reigns and Miz match, I guess.
Now, I'll be completely honest. I have only really read up on Raw and SmackDown.
That's right. I don't think either of you had much. Did you see much of Raw?
I fell asleep during this match. I was so fucking tired.
I hear you. Well, we'll get through it here. And again, there wasn't a lot.
I kind of skimmed through it.
It was
all.
what
I read.
It was definitely one of the. You could get through Raw if you didn't have a lot of time.
It was neat.
But yeah, Miz versus Roman Reigns. That was the biggest match on the show, one that they built up to. Again, they've been kind of doing their main events at the top of the third hour instead of at the end of the show, despite Enzo and the Cruiserweights claiming that Enzo claiming that he's main eventing Raw. He doesn't feel like the main event.
No, I'm glad they're putting faith in 205 on that spot right now, though.
I don't know. It feels like they're just kind of throwing away the third hour at this point. But I don't know.
They had picked somebody different, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. Let's just we're there. We're talking Enzo. I don't know.
For me, it was the reveal of Kalisto. It's like it seems so minor for what he really deserves. I mean, he's been wrestling. He was United States champion even for a little while there.
Yep.
And I think he deserved a better intro into 205 Live, even just especially being gone this long.
Sure. Taco.
Nah, I thought it was fine. I mean,
fuck you.
It's just kind of nice to see Kurt Angle even being frustrated over this whole fucking Enzo shit. It's paying off. Like, Enzo is becoming such a fucking asshole. Like, the crowd's not popping as much for him anymore until he does his whole, our name is Enzo. Then they get into that, but then they're dead silent again, like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're actually popping for the cruiserweights now, and you're getting, Kalisto coming in too. And I like to see that side of Kurt Angle being frustrated with this. And like, hey, everyone else fucked up. This guy didn't.
It's Kurt Angle's own fault for signing the no contact thing for last week. If we're going kayfabe,
but you also have Enzo. Fine, get off, go.
Right? Yeah. I'm tired of him running his mouth. I reluctantly I had an hour to kill before you guys got here today, so I was like, all right, fine. I'm throwing on 205 Live. 5 minutes into it, I felt labored. I'm like, it was more just Enzo doing his Enzo thing.
Yeah,
he's a great heel, but I'm like, oh my, it was work. I wanted to turn it off. I'm like, I don't even want to do this right now.
I feel like they're making the 205. It's making 205 so much stronger right now.
Oh man, if he's making it stronger, I don't even want to know what it was like before.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I don't even.
It's good though. These characters are being developed. There's good feuds going on, good stories being going on, and you're gonna put Neville back in the match with Enzo and just get kicked in the balls again. Get Kalisto out there, move Neville on there. Look what Neville was a year ago to today. Like, he's just a completely different person, and It's all 205.
Right, and that's the thing that was, I think there's a little bit of truth in what Enzo is saying, is that Neville's in a better place, definitely, over-wise, but nobody's watching 205 Live. Mm-hmm. And personally, I don't know. I'm not. This Enzo thing doesn't make me want to watch it more. And watching Enzo this week, I'm just like, I don't want to watch.
No,
this.
but we just got so much WWE product too right now, where it's just like something like 205. Yeah, are we trying to keep like an NXT mindset or Raw, SmackDown mindset? No, a lot of these guys are Evolve guys or they fucking the ICW guys. So they've never been top guys. We just crossed the year marker with it, and to see what they've done in a year with it, it's getting there. It's a slow start. NXT wasn't an overnight success.
Yeah, I've kind of lost faith in the 205 thing. Miz and Reigns, a decent match. The Miz and the Miz Taraj, they enter the arena Shield style through the crowd. Roman power walks to the ring. I thought it was funny. When Roman's really mad, he still walks to the ring, but he walks faster. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Roman takes out Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas before the bell with a chair. So that was a nice thing, and the crowd was into it. The crowd was hot for it. Yeah, fucking fuck the Miz Taraj, and yeah, go Roman taking those guys out. So that was a nice touch to have the crowd feel like it was kind of behind what Roman was doing. I like Roman in the Intercontinental title picture. I would like to see him win the belt and
just throw it around.
No, that's the thing. When he had the United States title, that sucked because he treated it like he didn't want it, like a piece of shit, like Naito,
right?
But not as entertaining. But if he were to win it and treat it like something prestigious, and then defend it like a good champion, I think that would be a good spot for Roman going into this fall season and into Rumble and WrestleMania season.
Well, and I agree with you in that sense. Just that I think while he has been having some good matches, we need something new with Roman. We can't have him just being I'm the next contender for the WWE Championship every fucking time. And it's getting old, so I'm perfectly okay with him going after the Intercontinental title, throw him into that mix of mid-carders and just have some fun with it.
Yeah, to me it's just another notch on his belt. I don't think it's me anything special.
Reigns does get a win with the DQ because the Bar come out and attack him as Reigns is about to look like he's getting the win. He hits the Superman punch for a near fall. Looks like he's going for the spear, and the Bar hit the ring. So this kind of plays into the bigger story going on, of course. Rollins and Braun Strowman facing off at the beginning of the show, and after the match, Strowman. that should just be the nickname for Braun Strowman.
Don't get psyched, get high.
Yeah, that's right. The Bromans were part of the TNA or whatever too, so maybe not.
Oof.
Anyway, Strowman gets the win with the running power slam, but attacks Rollins with some more power slamming after the match. Ambrose coming out, but still getting whooped by Braun Strowman. Then the Bar coming out and picking the bones of Rollins and Ambrose. Ambrolins, as I like to call them.
Has anybody been noticing that when Dean Ambrose is like kind of going crazy and trying to go for like his Stone Cold thing, he's been missing it a lot lately?
Like the kick to the gut and whatnot?
Well, not the kick to the gut, but like how Stone Cold used to jump on top of guys and just pound into them. Dean Ambrose has tried that a couple times, and while Strowman, it was completely believable, he's missed on a couple other guys just completely, and it just looks like two dudes just falling to the floor.
There's a little bit of that to him, so I see that for sure.
He's a lunatic.
But the story of the Bar getting involved, picking the bones of Strowman, then later in the show attacking Reigns. So the Bar and the Miz kind of provoking those three into kind of getting back together. And what did you think of the maybe if you did or didn't see it at the very end of the show, after almost an hour after Reigns got beat down by the
it was like post-credit shit after a Marvel movie.
Yeah, exactly. It was way later. Reigns is selling the injury in the back. Why there's a camera there again, nobody knows, but nevertheless it's there shooting Roman, and then in comes Ambrose from one side, and they just kind of nod to each other. They say that they did the Shield tease in the back of the locker room. Here's the thing. I thought it was cool. I liked it, but it just was weird too. Like why is you know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at a Shield reunion, but it just doesn't feel right. None of it feels right. Like Miz Taraj and Shield, ooh, we got fucking club. We got the Good Brothers over here jacking off.
Well, Miz in the bar I like a little bit better than just Miz Taraj.
Yeah.
So that adds a little bit of intrigue to it. But just the way it was, the whole thing, because Reigns was out there just getting his ass handed to him forever. Now, I get the excuse certainly could be that because Ambrose and Rollins got the shit beat out of them earlier in the show, that they were still, I don't know, getting some kind of medical treatment. But I needed that explanation on air. I didn't get any of that. And then, again, because they showed up at the very end of the show in Roman's locker room, well, where the fuck were you guys when I was getting the shit beat out of me?
Yes.
You know? But here's the thing is I also know why they didn't do it, because they didn't want to do the Shield reunion right there. You know, they want to milk it and tease it out and do it at some other time.
There was that interview too that Carly broad when she was talking to Roman, and she even brought up.
Oh, you mean Charlie Colonel Sanders Caruso?
God, that outfit was terrible. But I liked that she brought up Rollins and Ambrose to him, and he was, I actually liked what he said. He was like, "They're big boys; they take care of themselves."
No, I did very much like the Roman Reigns.
He's gonna know them, and fuck yeah.
That little promo I really liked that. That was cool, Roman Reigns. For once.
His last couple of weeks, he's been fun.
Yeah, I've been more on Roman's side.
I had to stop, but
it's such a fucking roller coaster with this man. Like,
yeah,
we're on him, we're off, we're on, we're off.
He
Fuck
is
this guy. No, he's kind of going.
I think he's kind of like in that Randy Orton boat where he's good when he gives a fuck, when he has something to care about. For the most part, is just go and do your thing, it seems like.
And I think him being positioned correctly or better helps. I like him in the IC picture here. I kind of like this Shield story. I'm tired of the big dog going for the championship in the main event.
That's kind of why I feel like the IC
Forcing
picture with him is just
throat.
kind of like another notch on his belt, because it's just another bump for him to keep him at that top status. Like, he's done everything. He's fucking Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
they did it with Cena, and he's the fill-in for Cena now.
Yeah. So let's see what else from the show. The Mickie James locker room gifts set up by Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Okay, this was another really dumb, bad backstage thing. I hate the age shaming of Mickie James, and we're trying to keep it positive on this show. So let's move on.
I think it is a positive thing that we're sour about that. I mean, again, she's you can't even say, you could say legend if you want, but I mean,
she's not that old.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking like Hollywood standards or like female spotlight standards. She is.
But why pound us over the head with it? Why point out why accentuate the negatives of somebody? Accentuate the positives.
I liked how it was done last week. This week was kind of.
I didn't like it last week either. But go ahead.
It was just done right, because it wasn't just like she just didn't go out and say, "Oh, you're just an old cunt," It was just like she refused to say it to Mickie James' face, like she was a coward, like a heel is supposed to be. So I like that. Mickie James was like, "Fucking say your shit to me, bitch." Like, let's do this. Like, get it on. So I thought it was awesome last week, but this week of just two locker nobodies snickering at Mickie James for over some depends. I was like, oh man, like, could have did better. Like,
give us something.
I mean, it was a setup for later in the show or whatever with the Nia Jax match.
Yeah.
Which ended up being fine because Mickie James did get the win. It was another DQ win with Alexa Bliss interfering after James hits the big tornado DDT. Nia Jax pretty much dominating the match before that. So there was that.
Nia Jax and Alexa are friends again.
Right. Yeah. After not being friends. So, yeah. This sucks. This whole thing sucks.
Consistency.
Well, Elias beat Titus O'Neil. How about that, huh?
That was neat.
Titus
That was neat.
Titus was back in the ring. Boy, we're being negative. But Finn Balor calling out Bray Wyatt. We're getting this again. We didn't even talk about Bray Wyatt doing the whole world in his hands singing gimmick last week, or it's just Bray Wyatt's voice altered to sound like a child singing.
Actually, I got a kid to sing that. Remember some little fat kid?
No, I do remember that. But this, I
definitely remember that.
I also remember when Bray Wyatt sung it, and it was slightly off in places, and this version was the Bray Wyatt version, but auto-tuned to sound like a child.
Yeah, I thought it was a little fat kid again.
So, well, it's Bray Wyatt as a child. So, anyway.
So negative.
So we're going to get Finn.
He has liver problems.
Yeah. So I like Finn's promo, right? Because he's like, dude, you're a loser. You're a coward. I beat you twice. Come on out here. I'll beat you again. And it was not Finn, but Bray Wyatt in the back on the screen. Here's the thing: is I was kind of into Bray Wyatt's. I want to say microphone work.
Wow.
But it was the stuff on the screen because it was a little bit different. It was him just kind of muttering, he lied to me, but she didn't lie to me. And just him just being a fucking crazy motherfucker, but not crazy in a rambling on what the fuck are you talking about kind of way. Him just coming off as genuinely crazy. Like, she never lied to me. She never lied to me. And then introducing the idea that Sister Abigail is alive and is dying to meet you, Finn. So it's brought up, who's the speculation? Who is Sister Abigail?
No fucking clue. I saw a rumor of possibly Sage Beckett.
No, it's going to be Aaron Rex.
Hold on, we gotta do this. No. I've heard some people say Paige possibly, but
that would be stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that idea either. Let's just have Paige be Paige. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's awesome.
Are you into this at all? I liked Bray's performance here. I'm tired of Bray and Finn. I want something else for Finn. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, and with the whole Sister Abigail thing, like, I just. If it's going to be a wrestler, if it's going to be a female wrestler, I think that would have worked better in the sense of, like, Sanity, when there was a fucking group with them. Like, that would be the girl of the group. But, like, just bringing Sister Abigail out, it just seems dumb.
Who's to say it's not his paint job he's going to have on or something?
Oh, man.
Bray and drag.
He did have that little paint image over his face as the shadow, took his face over.
That's right, geeks.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. I don't know. Yeah.
So he's going to be like that Adam Sandler movie, Jack and Jill?
It would be funny if Sister Abigail's finisher is called the Bray Wyatt.
Well, his finisher is called Sister Abigail's Kiss, so maybe it'll be Bray Wyatt's Hug.
Bailey's Hug.
Bray Wyatt's Unwanted Touch. Moving on.
Change the subject. Smackdown Live.
I can be a superhero. I'm going to make this a tag team match. Sigma!
I think that's the first time Joe's been here to hear the new sound.
I'll never get old. That'll never get old. Sigma!
Is that the first time you've heard that in the studio? I forgot about that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yes. Smackdown. We got Hell in a Cell. We got some predictions to get to for this weekend.
Predictions.
Not much to talk about from
Tatanka.
SmackDown Live this week, so we'll just kind of go through the predictions. The Shane McMahon versus the Kevin Owens face-to-face matchup didn't really happen in the ring. Shane McMahon came out, wanted Kevin Owens to come out. Says it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere Hell in a Cell. In case you weren't interested enough in Hell in a Cell, we've added a Falls Count Anywhere stipulation.
So they're definitely going out of the cage.
Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty much what it means, yeah. So Kevin Owens comes out through the crowd doing his best Shield impression. He refuses to get in the ring. Shane chases him into the stands, and they do the classic WWE concession stand brawl.
Look around, where is he? Where is he?
Right, and he blindsides him out of the side that's to the back of the cameraman. But honestly, why couldn't Shane McMahon look to his left? But again, it's the fake concession stand battle. There's nobody around except the fans being blocked off to the side. So it's so contrived. Why doesn't WWE hire a bunch of extras to stand at the concession stands and get in the way and be shuffled?
Ruin a fan's popcorn experience.
Exactly. That would make it way more entertaining than just the fake. You see the security guards holding the people back and the barriers, and this is just dumb. So anyway, that's supposed to get you very excited for Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell. Now I'm going to attempt to get you more excited than that because I really believe that I think Kevin Owens is going to want to have a standout Hell in a Cell match. This is Hell in a Cell with Shane McMahon. Also, this is Shane McMahon, who is a big time one-upsman. He definitely likes to bring it. And with his dad Vince McMahon coming out on SmackDown and getting headbutted by Kevin Owens, bleeding all over the place, getting the shit beat out of him by Kevin Owens. I think Shane is going to want to definitely be the one-upsman.
I know Owen said that I'm going to throw you off the cell, so I expect Shane to go big bada boom.
Well, I don't know if that's the thing is I don't expect to see an Undertaker Mankind situation, but I certainly could see a variation of it because you don't want to go and do.
Rikishi did it.
You don't want to do this. You don't want to do the same thing.
About that one.
I forgot about that too.
On the back of that truck.
Crap! Right? I mean, just nothing but hay or shit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do something I believe crazy. They're definitely gonna have. It's definitely gonna be a crazy match. The fact that it's Falls Count Anywhere, it's gonna be all over the place.
Well, we doubt Shane every fucking match, and here we are after the match. That's cool.
Well, that's the thing is it's a smoke and mirrors match. It's a brawling match. That's really the only thing that Shane McMahon can do. I mean, he had the match with AJ Styles, but that was a lot of AJ Styles in that match, and a few stunt bumps from Shane McMahon. So this is going to be all smoke and mirrors, cage stuff, stunt bumps, insanity. Probably get the weapons involved as well, of course, I'm sure. So all of that is going to be in play. But what are your predictions? Taco, who do you think is going to win this one? Kevin Owens or Shane McMahon?
God, Shane McMahon has such a stellar pay-per-view streak going on. But I kind of think Sammy Wow might come out and help Shane McMahon a little bit, but I'm going to favor Kevin Owens in this one. I
did like Sammy Wow kind of trying to give Shane a little bit of warning there that this is not a Kevin Owens that you want to be messing with because all those crazy ladder wars between El Generico and Kevin Steen back in the day.
He just took that big power bomb again from him.
Right. So there's all that. Joe, what do you think?
I'm with Taco in that sense. I really think Kevin Owens is walking out of this just because it's still going to just enrage the McMahons, whether it be Vince or Shane involved with it. So I think that keeps that storyline going. Maybe we walk away from it for a little while here and come back to it. But I think Kevin Owens is walking out of that cell.
Yeah, I don't think this has got to be a thing to get Kevin Owens over. They try to do a little bit of the WWE reverse psychology booking where Kevin Owens was the guy that beat the shit out of Shane here on SmackDown Live. So everybody, the reverse psychology is that, well, Shane McMahon will get his revenge and get his win back at Hell in a Cell. But I don't think so either. I think Kevin Owens.
I just hope at one point he just screams at him, I'm going to beat you so bad that we're going to bring back Talking Smack.
There There you go. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. This one not in the Hell in the Cell. This one just your regular match. They coming off an awful SummerSlam match between the two. Good Lord. I really hope Nakamura wins the goddamn thing.
Shinsuke.
To make this just to make SmackDown more
Jinder
interesting.
just got some new side plates on that belt, so
Are they new or they're not the same?
they're
old?
new.
Okay, fine.
Really sad.
But here's the thing, yeah, they haven't done the India tour. There's an India tour in December, I guess, but it's a Raw branded India tour. I don't fucking know. I think
Good reason to take the title off.
Triple H is in India right now, but I don't know. Jinder's in Denver with the rest of them. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to associate Jinder and the championship with India anymore. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just get the damn title off of Jinder. Jinder sucks. Him doing his racist bullshit sucks. The promos suck. He sucks. The Singh brothers are entertaining. Have them do something else. But the title on Jinder is just bad. Taco, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to be pretty lenient on what I was hoping for last week, and I'm hoping that Shinsuke wins so we can have a future feud going on between two gentlemen.
The New Day versus the Usos in the
Did
Hell.
you skip Joe?
Hell
No, I just said Shinsuke.
Oh,
no, he was in there.
We were covered.
fuck you, Joe.
New Day versus the Usos for the tag titles. This one also Hell in a Cell. So this will be the one.
This is Hell in a Cell.
This will be the one
This
that.
is going to be awesome.
This one will stay in the cage, whereas the other one will get out of the cage. Is usually how they do it. One will get out, one will stay in. But I liked these two. They had the promo back and forth again on Raw or on SmackDown rather. These two teams have been delivering really great promos back and forth, really enjoyable, very entertaining.
But the best Usos we've ever got, too.
The thing is that the matches are good, the back and forth is good. I keep forgetting who has the damn titles because they keep going back and forth. So to me, that kind of devalues the whole thing. I don't know if I don't know who the goddamn champions are. I don't know who's trying to win.
See, I don't look at it that way. I look at it at two tag teams that are the absolutely the best in the tag team division right now. So for them to do the pad cake with the tag team championships, it really doesn't drive me that nuts.
I hear that.
As it did with like Sasha and Charlotte when in the same mindset. It was two of the best women wrestlers out there playing patty cake with it, but. I don't know, just the way the story they've been doing with the New Day and Usos, it's just been awesome.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So the New Day have the titles right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Usos need them a little bit more.
They need to walk out.
Yeah.
I also feel like, well, not only that, but the Usos feel like the fresher act as well. Mm-hmm. I feel like we need something new and different from the New Day. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to say a heel turn or anything like that.
I don't think we need a heel turn with them, but I don't know. One thing I fucking wish I could remember which podcast it was, but Big E was on there talking about the history of the New Day and how awesome it is that they get to be friends and tour and shit and have Kofi giving them guidance and whatnot. But he said down the road that he would like to go out for singles competitions.
Sure,
he thinks the New Day could be single title holders, but still be the New Day and have each other's backs. And that's kind of what I want to see at this point.
Yeah,
I want to see Big E
go for the gold.
I mean, I guess not the Intercontinental, but the U.S. title.
Sure.
That'd be awesome with him. Or,
Open challenge, baby. That'd be
Right?
hot.
So get Xavier running in with the 205 a little bit or something. There's so much you can add with those three guys, but still keep them a cohesive unit.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't mind that at all. So, yeah, I'd like to – I'm going to predict the Usos get them. I don't know if that's going to happen. Joe, what do you think?
I think, like you said, I think the Usos need to walk out with the titles. It just works better for them. The New Day doesn't need it. They're popular. They always put on good matches. So, I mean, we're going to keep getting entertained by them. But let the Usos take this one and let them roll with it and keep that momentum they've got going for this.
Natalya versus Charlotte for the I keep wanting to say NXT SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Natalya just had it. She just won it at the last pay-per-view, am I right? Or at SummerSlam, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Natalya, this will be her first big defense. Of course, you got Carmella out there running around with the briefcase still. Carmella and Natalya kind of getting at each other a little bit on SmackDown Live, but it was Natalya Natalya getting the win. They tap out over Charlotte with the sharpshooter after Carmella nailed Becky Lynch with the Money in the Bank briefcase behind the referee on SmackDown this week. But it really feels like, just because of everything that's been going on with Charlotte and Ric Flair, if you put her in a championship match, I feel like you almost have to give it to her at this point, because it'll just I think the crowd would fucking shit all over it if Charlotte lost, especially if there was any kind of bullshit involved,
Skullduggery,
or anything like that. So
Forgot about skullduggery.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
what does that
mean? This is basically what Natalya said in her promo.
If we've got a dirty trick that we can pull to stop the two of you, if we've got anything up our sleeve, any form of skullduggery or vicious nastiness that can be conjured up, we're going to do it.
So yeah, we will look for skullduggery from Natalya, but I really think Charlotte's going to win this one at Hell in a Cell. Joe,
I don't want there to be any kind of shenanigans with it.
You mean
skullduggery?
I'm sorry, skullduggery. I say if there isn't, I think Natalya still wins this match. I mean, whether or not people are going to shit on it, it's going to make people, open their eyes, one, to Natalya, and two, just like want to. They want to be pissed at it, and that's what they want.
It would be a statement win for Natalya, especially
and I
clean.
think she deserves it, too, because, again, we've talked about she deserves a good title run. Not 1 month from, with her pay-per-view win. She deserves longer with how long she's been there. And she's, again, she was part of the start of that women's revolution. So I want Natalya to win, and I think she walks out.
I think all of them have been part of this damn revolution. They've all definitely claimed to be part of it. Not to shit over your points.
You son of a bitch.
But I agree that I think Natalya, I hate the you deserve it thing, but if anybody deserves one, she does. But I think it would be better served as a more prestigious run instead of kind of the shitty heel run. Although it was a clean tap out on SmackDown this week. But I don't know. What do you think there, Taco?
I agree with Joe 100%. Keep Natty looking strong and give her that clean win, because even though she's a heel, she's still doing her cutesy kitty cat shit. I mean, fuck, I want that goddamn shirt.
Oh, man, it looks so
it's awesome. But, she's still... just keep her strong. Like, it's just Charlotte's, she's always going to be, face or heel. She's always going to be the go-to person to put the strap on, no matter what the situation is.
And you're saying you think it should be a clean victory?
I think Natty can pull it off.
I think it would be less likely for the fans to be upset with it if it's a clean victory. I think fans would get really upset if there was the bullshit involved.
Skullduggery.
So it's an interesting point. We'll see what happens.
To me, at this point, it's just keep Natty looking like a monster. I mean, even Asuka got to that point where, she was doing villainous things but still beating bitches left and right. And, I think Natty can kind of do that point too right now.
Personally, I like to see the ladies.
But, I think Natty can kind of get away with that and keep her strong, keep her a big, strong villain. And I think Becky is the woman to kind of beat her down the road.
I like that story because as a Becky mark over here, I've been waiting for the Becky redemption story since she lost the title like a year ago.
I haven't.
But yeah, there's that. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. I think AJ wins this thing in about a minute.
Good.
God, I hope so.
We had the upset, the Ty Dillinger roll-up victory, the most devastating move in professional wrestling. Ty Dillinger getting the win
Solid
over
win
Corbin
for the perfect 10
on SmackDown Live.
Ooh,
but yeah,
I took a picture of myself doing the 10 stance in front of Canada.
Wow, you're stupid.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, here's what he just
What
told.
I said was, stop talking.
I'm just playing, Joe.
But yeah, a convincing, short, quick, swift win for AJ is what I'm hoping for and predicting here. Joe, what do you think? Predictions.
AJ all the way. There's no way Baron Corbin wins this match.
Taco.
I'm unfortunately going Corbin on this one.
I hate you so much.
He just needs something fucking serious in his career at this point. I mean, yeah, he failed with the Money in the Bank, but I don't know. AJ being in the U.S. title scene just kind of seems a waste at this point. I mean, there is prestige to that title right now, but he's kind of been running his mouth in an open challenge, but we just have the same two fucking dorks playing jack off of each other, trying to get to this title. I want to see the strap. Like I said earlier, I want Shinsuke to win this strap so we can eventually see AJ moving forward to that title picture.
I like that.
To me, Corbin just needs it.
I do have a question.
Can I ask a question?
With Ty Dillinger's roll-up victory over Baron Corbin, does this match get changed into a three-way for Sunday's pay-per-view? I think that's a distinct possibility, and I could see
I see it highly as unlikely with the show already having gone down. I mean, the last show before that. I mean, where would they insert it?
But it's a good way to get. It's a good way if you think about it.
It's a good way. Yeah,
it's a good way to possibly get the U.S. title off of AJ without AJ losing.
And it's a good way of getting fucking Ty Dillinger out there in the public. He needs to. If anything, he needs to pin Baron Corbin and win the U.S. title.
Sure.
And have a fucking rematch with AJ Styles on SmackDown.
I could totally see WWE having Baron get the win back over Baron Corbin or over Ty Dillinger, winning the title that way without even AJ being involved. But again,
it's just and then having this feud with Dillinger and Corbin going forward.
It does get, and I do like that idea just because, like you said, I mean, it gets him on TV. They've debuted him, and he's been out a few times, but they haven't given him anything really solid.
I mean, he had that great match with AJ. He's had good matches in the past, but, just fucking go jump in the Wayback Machine, check out older episodes. I don't get the Ty Dillinger thing. I don't. I think he's a dork.
I will give you
the
the
whole
promo
Perfect Tank
effect.
thing is just meh. You got stupid haircut and shitty tattoos. You can't be a perfect 10, all right?
I agree with you.
If fucking Tyler Breeze and if Breezango was running around calling themselves a perfect 10, that would make sense.
I agree with you on his tattoos. I'd like the gimmick more than you. I'm a little more on Joe's side here.
I like the 10 gimmick, but he needs promo work. That's the big thing for me.
It's just he's never had an amazing Ty Dillinger match, and I've never seen an amazing Ty Dillinger promo.
No, you're right.
It's just the perfect 10 thing is just not him. It's just not him to me.
Speaking of guys that are just entrances and don't have it in the ring, Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode. This is a very interesting thing because Ziggler's been doing the entrance gimmick that's bored us and been causing us to Titus our way through SmackDown Live.
I know. You've been dogging on him. I'm not mad at him.
All right. Well, we've been agreeing to disagree on a lot of subjects on this show. It tends to be a theme here.
I'm with Tommy as well on this.
But it's interesting, though, because his first big opponent with this new gimmick is Bobby Roode, who's kind of known for just being an entrance and not really having it when he gets in the ring. So Dolph Ziggler kind of speaking truth to a babyface here. So that with Dolph Ziggler being the piece of shit heel. That's kind of interesting to me. And also Dolph Ziggler, it's funny because he talks about how great he is in the ring, and he's good. He's a decent seller. He takes good bumps. He has good solid looking moves, but I would argue his ring psychology is just a little bit off for me, and maybe other people disagree with that, and that's fine. And maybe it's just me being a mark for heels and not liking heels. I've talked about that more recently as well. But I think there's something missing there for Dolph Ziggler. So that being said, I'm intrigued by this match. I really think I think Bobby Roode gets the win here. It feels like they're building him up. I mean, obviously, he just debuted, so that should be what they're doing. So that's my official prediction. But, Taka, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. Yeah, you got to keep Bobby Roode looking strong, but that's kind of why I liked that Ziggler kept coming out, week after week, doing the, just pissing you off in a sense where it's like, what the fuck, dude? Again? He's just being polar opposite of what Bobby Roode is, but still being exactly what Bobby Roode is. So it's just that's kind of why I back it up a little bit, because it's going to be a good way to get Bobby Roode shine a little bit more over Dolph Ziggler, whose fucking intro just is already one of the most flashy intros too.
And come to think of it, what better guy to bump all around the ring and make Bobby Roode look like $1 million than Dolph Ziggler? So, Joe, what do you think?
I got the same. Bobby Roode's going to be taking this. I will point out that I love the SmackDown Live bit that they did with just the Bobby Roode just No, this is how it's really done. Okay,
that was a nice touch, and then the music hitting right as he thrust his arms in the air.
It is really interesting though that they are going the face route with him though.
I think that was smart because with that entrance and the music, he was really over, especially on the NXT level. And when he debuted, it was big time over. But we'll see. It's a good idea, him coming in with the fans already liking him, but I can also see kind of the in-ring thing that we talked about backfiring on him, and then him turning into that great Ric Flair style
it's
heel.
Just so
that he
easy
was.
for him to transition into that.
Sure.
Well, and whether or not you guys agree, and whether I care, I just think that while they're not have been impressive, his matches have progressively gotten a little bit better in the ring. Like, just it's been a little bit sharper. I think working with a little bit better people. I mean, not saying the NXT people are bad at the bottom, but again, that's still training technically. That's still performance center people. Being up with the people who are on the weekly show, I think it's changed the dynamic for him.
Yeah, but
a little
at
bit.
NXT, he was having matches with Nakamura.
That's true.
And Samoa Joe.
But I don't want to say that Nakamura's NXT run was the greatest either.
No, and you're right there too. So
I just think it's just a style that he just didn't work well with.
Or him just working that WWE style isn't conducive to getting him over when we're used to seeing the New Japan style with him. But
he had good matches with like Roderick Strong though and shit though. He can do it. He can step it up. It's just I think it's just depends on the person.
Handsome Rusev taking on Randy Orton in the battle of the 1 minute brawlers.
I'm like the Bulgarian George Clooney.
Both of these guys having a couple of losses to each other in short fashion. I'm really hoping for something good here. These two kind of getting the short, drawing the short stick or the short match on the last couple of times that they've met. So I think we could get a really good battle out of these two. So.
Yeah, give these two guys some time.
I agree with that. I think Rusev needs the win here. He's needed a win for a long time, but he already kind of got the fluke win, which got us to the creation of Rusev Day last week.
Saved in my phone.
So it's probably going to be Orton, but I'm going to go with my heart and predict Rusev getting the win. Taco, what do you think? Predictions!
Yeah, I'm going to have to say the same thing because Rusev is number one.
Yes, Rusev number one.
Rusev number one.
I don't know, guys. Funaki's number one for me.
No, he's the number one.
We had enough of you talking that flim-flam, that booty chatter.
Just say he's SmackDown's number one announcer.
I see. I'm sorry.
What was your prediction there, Joe?
What match we talking about? I'm just kidding.
What
does that mean?
I agree with you guys that Rusev needs to win, and I think beating Randy Orton, you're getting yourself technically in the championship picture right away.
On the pre-show, we got Gable and Benjamin teaming up against the Hype Bros. Gable and Benjamin get the win there. The Hype Bros are going to implode on each other.
Yeah, something's got to happen.
Sorry to sidebar real quick, but isn't it great that Jason Jordan has a new tag team?
What?
On Raw with Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that, didn't we? I did want to go back.
I'm so glad we split this young, up-and-coming tag team to pair them up with some old fucks. That's just great. Awesome.
Well,
that's just stellar.
Jeff Hardy is out with an injury, so we got to get get him out there with Matt. Matt Hardy needs something to do.
Oh, absolutely. He can't do anything for himself.
Right. Well, and
it's not like he's a fucking 10,000-year-old vessel or nothing.
One of my favorite things that Jason Jordan did was after his big comebacks or big hot tags, he would get really fired up and take the straps down and everybody go crazy. So let's get him new gear with no straps.
My girlfriend even pointed that out before I even noticed.
What? And the new gear looks like some kind of lime green underwear, like tighty-whitey style lime green underwear.
You're going to keep him Kurt Angle's son, but not give him any Kurt Angle mannerisms. What the fuck?
I don't even want. Why are we?
Sorry, sidebar.
Kurt Angle's son gimmick and all this stuff.
What I said was, stop talking.
Let's get back to The Fashion Files will be back at Hell in a Cell to get back
Was
to.
he supposed to be back this week?
They'll be back at Hell in a Cell.
God,
That's
honey-dicked us.
That's technically this. No, that's technically next
Son
week.
of a bitch.
So, but they've been doing that for a while, I guess. I don't know what.
Never gonna die.
I don't know what it's gonna be on there, but we got to build up some tag teams here because the New Day Usos thing is hopefully over soon, and we need to build up some tag teams.
Well, we had that little tiny bit of time of Breezango with the Usos, and I had a lot of fun with
that. Was
those
fun,
too.
yeah.
So
let's get Breezango back in there doing that ridiculous shit, but also having fun, good matches.
well, and again, that if I remember correctly, they had a match on SmackDown Live that ended up being a halfway decent match, even for just TV, with Breezango, looking good, even though they took the loss.
Right. So yeah, let's get Breezango. Let's get those guys back on TV doing cool, fun stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be the goddamn Fashion Files every week. I feel like
make Ascension look strong.
Yeah.
They've been clowns since main roster debut.
At least try. They never even really tried with them. But
Last time I was like, fuck yeah, Ascension. They were doing the fucking comic book thing with Stardust.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath on the Ascension at this point. So, all right, let's move along. Let's talk some NXT.
Change the subject.
NXT.
Hot episode of NXT this week. Very enjoyable. Big main event, Drew McIntyre versus Roderick Strong for the NXT Championship. It's the battle of the two kickers, the Claymore kick versus the sick kick. Strong hits a backbreaker on the stairs early in the match and works on the back. Hits a nice drop kick as McIntyre comes off the top rope. McIntyre comes back, hits his reverse Alabama slam.
That was so fun.
Strong hits a big top rope superplex. McIntyre hits the avalanche Celtic cross for a near fall. Strong eventually does hit his big sick kick, but only gets a 2 count. After a very nice offensive flurry of running knee strikes onto McIntyre. McIntyre throws him back first into the post and hits a future shock DDT, but does get the win. McIntyre does with the Claymore kick, and then after the match, nice show of respect between the two, a handshake. But then Roderick Strong up at the top of the ramp. Out come the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. And they don't really outright, they don't do anything outright, but they kind of looks like they were trying to recruit Roderick Strong here. And what are your thoughts on this match and the recruitment of Roderick Strong going into possibly with the Undisputed Era?
Well, I mean, this was an awesome match between these two. I've been really enjoying anything Drew McIntyre's in. And I like Roderick Strong matches. I just don't like his promos, honestly. I mean, I like the video vignettes they made of him were really well put together and everything, but there's just something not there for me. There's not that it factor when he's talking, kind of the Ty Dillinger factor, minus the fact that he can wrestle like a motherfucker.
Taco, how did you describe Roderick Strong when he came out as we were watching NXT this week?
I said I feel like he'd be some guy that's just chilling in his basement all fucking week long, drinking PBRs, listening to Fugazi all fucking week, crying.
That's me, Thursday through Sunday. Me and Roderick Strong should be buddies.
There's nothing wrong with Fugazi. It's just he looks like an emotional guy.
I'll be talking shit about Fugazi.
But, I mean, I like the idea of them recruiting him. I mean, whether or not you're looking at it, I mean, they're just Ring of Honor versus everyone else. Next is Leo Rush.
Here's the thing. The Roderick Strong thing, I think we were all in agreement that it's not the babyface thing it's not working right now. Let's change it up. I like him joining.
It's a weaker Sami Zayn.
I like him coming in and joining the Undisputed Era or whatever it is, because I've heard Roderick Strong as a heel is kind of good shit.
Yeah.
So like him doing some heel shit in PWG and even some stuff in Ring of Honor too. I think that you
need it.
I think it'd be good.
It needs a change. They need a They don't really have a strong heel on NXT right now.
Roderick Strong. Strong. Ruby Riott versus Billie Kay and Peyton Royce again. The second time this happened. The first time it was Ruby Riott got the shit beat out of her. Nikki Cross came out, helped her out, got blind tagged in, beat the shit out of the Iconic Duo, and then kind of let Ruby Riott get the win or whatever in the end, or kind of won the match for her. This time it was Ruby Riott getting some good shit in early, then getting into trouble, then Nikki Cross coming in, and then offering to take a tag, not blind tagging herself in, and then it was Ruby Riott reluctantly tagging her in. Okay, I'm up Schitt's Creek, fine, I'll tag you in. Tags her in. Nikki Cross goes crazy like she usually does, but then gets into trouble herself, and it was a Ruby Riott who came to Nikki Cross's aid, and those two kind of teaming up there, allowing Ruby Riott to get the win with the Pele kick over the Iconic Duo. So I'm not sure where they're going with this, but I like it. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
It's fun to watch them fight.
I like Nikki Cross just come out like, ooh, there's a fight. Can
She's
I get
the
involved?
best part of Sanity for me.
Can I fight too?
All these chicks have been tearing up, especially the Iconic Duo. Every week
Personally,
they
I
do
like to
something
see the
new
ladies.
that I kind of sticks out where I'm like, they're going to be awesome, down the road if they keep at the rate they're going.
They're great heels.
Yeah, they're just so fun to watch. The little things they do, their facial expressions, their 2 counts. Like, that was 2. Like,
the way they get annoyed is very good.
man. Like, they're doing it's just awesome. They're not bad in the ring.
No, they're not.
The Performance
And
Center.
they've gotten better.
I can't say enough good things about the Performance Center. It works. Look, watch NXT. It's so great. But I kind of hope that the story they're going with this is, kind of do like a tag team match, a takeover, or, maybe wrap up. But whatever that's going on there, but I kind of want Nikki Cross to be like, I want you to be done with them so I can play with you now, kind of stuff. Like, just be fucking crazy. Like, I want you, so let's fight. Let's get this done with.
Right,
like,
right.
I hope that's what they're going with on this.
That kind of feels like the natural story because let's take care of these hoity-toity two over here, and then you and I can really have the fight to see who's.
I don't if you can, I should try to see if I can find them on Twitter, but. The Iconic Duo fucking absolutely terrorizing Hideo Itami on their tours is hilarious. They're just like 2 girls picking on like a crush that they have on some guy. And he's just leave me alone, like slamming his like hotel door in their faces, like funny shit.
Oh, that's worth looking up. I gotta check that out. Lars Sullivan is getting challenged by Danny Burch next week or so. He says some big words in a big fake promo that was written for him.
Oh, it's bad.
Says he's always in control and that Danny Burch should be in control of his fear. All that being said, looking forward to Danny Burch and Lars Sullivan. Him and Oni Lorcan had a nice little match.
They can speak in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot. What is Selena, the gal that's with Andrade Cien Almas? What's her last name?
Yeah, about that.
Clinton Dix.
Selena Clinton Dix.
Clinton Dix.
She said that
Selena.
She said that the Johnny Gargano rematch is going to be fine with them, no problem. We'll beat him up again, and that her and Andrade Cien Almas brought Johnny Irrelevant back to life, and so we're just going to take him out again.
I like that too. That she pointed out too that their goal is to get in the main title picture too, and you know I want to see them up there. And they, like I said, we need good fucking heels going on right now in NXT. We got Undisputed Era, but there's still kind of an open wound.
And I like this idea that they're right now there's 4, 5, 6 guys in the mix that are kind of top guys that could be built up and going for that title.
Zelina Vega,
thank you. You stopped the internet from yelling and screaming at me. Appreciate that. We're going to get Sanity versus the Undisputed Era in a couple of weeks, so that should be fun there. Then we had the debut of Lio Rush. He was supposed to take on Aleister Black,
which I wanted to see.
Exactly, but we got it was a tease. Of course, the Velveteen Dream comes out.
It was a cock tease.
He came out, attacks Lio Rush, beats the shit out of him, hits the Purple Rainmaker, the top rope elbow drop off the top.
Just fuck
I love it. It's so much
funny.
heat.
That.
Did you hate the Rainmaker in the first place?
Yeah.
But this is the purple Rainmaker.
Which makes it even fucking worse.
I love it because it's such a dig at, oh, fuck New Japan.
He hits it. I will say he hits. It's monstrous looking.
He wants Aleister Black to acknowledge him and say his name. Aleister Black sits cross-legged in the ring and
finished
ignores
his
him.
whole intro. That was like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Just finished his whole intro like, fuck, my match is ruined, no emotion. Continue in, do his flip, do his cross-legged sit, and just him flipping out on the ramp. Pay attention to me! Like, it's
say my
awesome.
name. I'll get you to say my name. So there's a lot of intrigue here. We got the Leo Rush debut. You got the Velveteen Dream taking him out. So you got a potential matchup between those two at some point, and then just the ongoing between Aleister Black and ignoring the Velveteen. You're not even close to on my level. Why would I give a fuck about you? And I can't wait for Aleister Black to kick him in the face.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So that's the fun part.
Probably going to be his takeover match.
You're right. Kairi Sane's NXT TV debut versus Ali Ya. A little too much offense from Ali Ya for my taste, but it was what it was.
She's the bigger girl, though.
Sure. Kairi Sane makes her comeback with chops, a big spear in the corner, and a sliding clothesline on the ground. And then hits the insane elbow, her version of the Purple Rainmaker, to get the win. I
like what they did with this match in the sense that they let Aaliyah basically get, the advantage, but it was snap just changed and she's taken over the entire
right as soon as Kairi came back, it was like boom, done.
So they did it right,
and that really is that's gonna be her kind of MO for Kairi Sane matches, being that she's got that smaller stature. She's gonna get beat up until she makes her comeback, and
she can take a beating.
For sure. So she's not she's not here by mistake, fellas. She's not here to go to
she's not the Rock's cousin.
She's not here to go to the Performance Center and do drills with the iconic duo and Liv Morgan.
I'll fucking do some drills with them.
Stop it! Damn it, why won't it fire?
That is so profane, Dana, and rude.
Personally, I like to see the ladies.
So, all right, let me get this other thing up here, because we're going to do the WWE Tweet of the Week to finish the show. Now it's time for the WWE Tweet of the Week. This week it's going to come from, we actually did a little research this time. This one is going to come from Corey Graves. Follow him at WWE Graves. My son just ran to second base and danced like @real1, that's Enzo Amore, to celebrate. I have failed as a father. Can't think of a better way to end the show than that. But yeah, a bunch of people replying to Corey Graves in that tweet. Enzo replying, getting involved was a lot of fun there. So that's going to do it for the show. Again, keep your eyes peeled for this week's Strong Honor. I'll record that either Thursday or Friday. Try to get that out by the end of the week anyway, or in time for the weekend, certainly. So go to bestprowrestlingpodcast.com and look for that exclusive Strong Honor feed there. Go to Twitter at BPW Podcast. Follow me at Tommy Stryker, spell Stryker with a Y. Taco, where can people find you?
Ooh, you can follow me on the Snapchat, Twitter at HGREV Taco.
And you can follow me, Joe, at Joe BPWP. That's at Joe, Best Pro Wrestling Podcast.
That's going to do it. Tune in next week. Rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Bye.
Peace.
What does that mean? That's right, geeks.
Skullduggery.
Looks like you're speaking in a robot dick.
Like turning the hat sideways, going.
Do you got any gel?
Me, I'm always. I got my microphone here, but I'm always, it's in. I'm in the bubble. There's like a.
I got it.
There's a bubble in front of your microphone. Think about it like that, and then you want to cup it by the ass, and then just bring it close to you.
Not like by the
but
testes.
but not directly on the front.
If you have some
from
gel,
off to the side.
Joe's beard up, and that could be the filter.
Oh, there you go. Just speak through your beard. There you go.
All right. How does that sound?
Well, I think we've got our Easter egg.